Yep, that's me. Thank you for coming back to my channel. Let's smash that like button and subscribe. Always love that you guys are coming back to support. Please know that everything in the video is just sharing my story. It's just my opinion. It's not a financial advice or am I a financial advisor. Please enjoy the video. I noticed that a lot of you guys are looking into different project. I was actually referred to a couple of them too. But I wanted to kind of show you how Titano and Safuu protocols forks work. There is bunch, as you can tell on this site. This site is called Titano Forks. You started with Titano, and I think they are adding on to it. Some are new, some are old, but as you can tell, there's bunch that are rugged or dead, right? There is some that are going up. I'm sure some of you that's been in the game for a while, been knowing the schemes, names. Some of them like Ring-Fi, Mind Drop, as well as where's Eversafe was a little bit, but Overpower was one of the like kind of big name for a while. I was in some of these as well. Now, reason I wanted to make it because I know some of you thinking about going to different projects because end of the day we want to make money, so we gotta try and diversify and so on, right? But figuring out what's good project and not is really hard to do. Now, am I saying I'm perfect and I never got rugged or I never got something out? No, I got some of them. I got into some of them, had money lost. Some of them was just evened out. Some of them did okay. So kind of all in all, I say 50-50 right now. I think my biggest, of course, win is with the Safuu. Now, reason I wanted to kind of share this site with you guys, it is possible. Some of these guys are really legit and they are here to stay. I'm sure you've seen a lot of promotion lately about Helena because they had starting off APY with the 1 million, but if you do the research, it's not 1 million the whole year. It was at that launch time. They're giving the faster award at beginning and then kind of diet down in a few days. And so if I remember right, like 7 days or something like that, and cutting down the APY from there. So there's a bunch of things that they're trying, right? To go over some like the program actually just had not fully rugged, but they had somebody taken out something from their wallet. Because of that, their liquidity just died. And after that, of course, people sell, right? They'll sell, and they're basically dead, right? And once this happens, I believe they launched V2, and that's when happened even worse. I don't know. Some does work this out. Now, even as a fork, Sphere is another fork too. I'm sure you guys know of them because Sphere is also rebased, right? Rebased token, and these guys are all rebased token. One of the big ones are like yeah, Helena is one of them, and there's Yellzilla. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but those guys are doing decent if I know it right. The White Tiger is also doing decent. They actually started with just Tiger Finance, then they failed because liquidity, something wrong was with liquidity. I was in it too. And then I had to wait like 3 months to just get my money back, or a month and a half to get the money back. So I just got the recently money back and got going, but all these forks kind of do similar. They kind of pump and dump at the beginning, or they do well for like first 15 days and they dump it later, just because these guys are not in for long term. I'm not saying dev is not. I'm not saying the ones that are in the project and making it are not, but majority of them, because people who goes in are looking at it as they want to pump it fast and dump it fast to make that profit and get out, right? Because of that, it's gonna be hard. Now, way you might want to be able to do, this is of course all just my opinion. In my opinion, unless you have a team to get in with, meaning you have team that you get in the whitelist and try to get through it. Best one I believe is kind of going through fair launch with the any of those pink sale ones. But those, you gotta do your research, right? Some rugs from there. So you want to put in minimum amount and kind of test the water and kind of let it launch. That's when you get the profit out of it the most. Just because as soon as you launch, it'll pump fast, and within like 2-3 minutes, it'll dump fast too. So if you, as soon as launch, you sell it, you make decent profit usually. Um, However, since you're not going with 1,000 or 2,000 at that, because that's very high risk in my opinion, that you probably have harder time. Now, if you put in like 100 and it does pump and it stays up even after the dump, and it does the rebase well and all that, you just put in a little more and kind of you want to kind of put in day by day, and I believe that's the best way to go. Um, this actually was only 3 weeks ago. See, it did after. This was another promising one because what they wanted to be was they wanted to get into different rebase tokens and kind of have people um, basically play with the other people's money to play, get into other project. Of course, it didn't work out. Hybrid, there's a bunch. Uh, I really hope that you guys are doing your research and get into this. And I really hope that you find that one gem and really move up from there. Like Helena, I think it's doing decent. Right. So see, however, there's always dump, right? There's always a pump and dump. Let's go for ours. Anytime they start, see, they have big pump and a dump. And then they ride out under some of the good protocol that'll come up. But guess what? You dump. And then goes up, dump. Same thing, right? If you look at the safe chart, if you remember the Safuu, it had similar, and that's why we are at right now, right? So we go for ours, right? We had a big and dump, and then write it out, write it out, write it out. But reason Safuu is one of the best one out there right now because of this, right? It is kind of floating in one line, kind of trading sideways in longer term than any others projects out there. Yeah, there's dumps, but it will come back up probably around 130, 40 around there, and it'll probably dump again. It will kind of bounce up and down. That is perfectly fine because it is rebasing, right? Another decent one I know is the Yellzilla. Reason I talk about them, I actually made decent money with them too. I put in like $50 and got out like think 300 because of the pump itself came I think 3 days after they launch. If you see that, you see that little pump right there is where I got in. I think I sold around here. So I didn't get full up, but it's still decent profit, right? So all these guys, if you're getting into it, either you get into way before it, or you got to kind of wait for this downtrend a little bit first and get into it at the bottom when it kind of slows it down. You buy in and you kind of ride that wave up. If you think this will last long, you keep it there and kind of going around like Safe did. Or if you think it's going to bottom down, you sell it and then hoping to buy at the bottom and kind of rebase from there. This one is similar to Safuu with the higher APY. APY is 900. So can you get more money off of it a lot faster? Yeah, right. At $3, let's say you get it now. If you trade sideways in a couple of months, you'll probably still make some. But problem is, it's not trading as flat as Safe is, right? It's more dramatic going down. A lot of this project does that. So yeah, can you make money off of these? Yes. Can you get into it early? I think so. Can you get rugged? Yes, definitely. And a lot of them actually, even if they don't rug, it dies just because of the dump. People panic sell and just dies down from there. That's what majority happens. So you want to kind of do your research, and there, like it says, it's a fork, and you really want to do your research if it's something in they're changing and innovative to really make the project better, is what we want to see. However, I just wanted to share this page with you, the Titanium Forks. When I was getting into it earlier in my stage of crypto, which is like only a couple months ago, that I was always looking at the chat, and all these people are trying to get into different project, and they're saying, oh, I saw this and I saw that. I didn't know where to get into. So I wanted you to kind of get the sense of it. One other thing will be these KYCs or audits. Yeah, they're awesome. However, they're not the everything, right? They could be both ways, KYC and audited, and still fail. Not because they rug, but just because project just dumps, or even they do KYC or audit, they can still rug pull on you just because they last minute changed the contract after audit and they just pull it out. Simple as that. They have so many different ways to go about it, so it is very risky, right? So you want to always do your research. So see, everything kind of similar trend, right? It goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down. So you kind of understand that and have your emotionally ready for that and mindset ready for that. You're more than welcome to get into this project, in my opinion. Just be smart about it. Don't throw down 2,000, 3,000 or your paycheck down unless you're whale. You have the money to spend, and that $1,000 is like 0.1% of your portfolio, and why not? However, I know, like me, everyday guy, is that's not a good money to throw down for nothing. I for me, 100 is like perfect, right? Because with 100, you will see some changes if it pumps. You will have decent amount coming back. That is what I believe in, at least. So I hope that you guys are doing the research and maybe check these out. For the miners, I know I shared that with you before. There is the moon arc that you can kind of check it out on. There is so many places that you can do your research, right? There's Moonarch. For other ones are the Depth Radar, right? All these places are willing to give you heads up on what's going on, right? If you go into it, all these projects are coming up every day. Some are dying out, some are growing, some are new, some are old. You kind of do your research and get in, and that's how you make money. Now, does not mean you get into every project and try to kind of figure out your best one, and you really gotta put into it a little more. Just like right now I'm doing with the Safuu. I'm going to it little by little. I'm actually buying the dip and trying to get it up. That way, in long run, it'll come up, right? I believe DeFi is best friend of small guys like us, that you can put in just a couple hundred to really make big money. As long as you put the time into it, do your research into it, you will make money back. So that's where my plans are at. I hope you guys are doing that as well. I just want to give you guys 2 cents and maybe give you a chance to see your next gem and really make that money and have your growth. I hope you enjoy this video. I am trying my best to make different content. If you have any questions or anything you want to see, even just about Safuu or other miners or any other things that you want me to talk about, please comment below. Of course, like and subscribe. I hope to see you guys again next time. Bye. Have a great weekend.